Hey guys, this is Jea, and welcome back to another episode of the Late Night Talks with Jea Estrada, the podcast. And for tonight, I actually want to talk about something a little personal. I mean, all of my episodes and diary entries are actually personal, but tonight I do want to talk about the three jewelry pieces that are actually very personal for me because I always wear them, and it's not just a regular everyday jewelry or something for the aesthetic, but they actually hold a lot of meaning. So, yeah, I want to talk about that tonight, and then I might talk about something a little more personal that has been happening in my life, but we'll see. But yeah, let's talk about first on those three jewelry pieces that I always wear, like every day. So, the first piece of jewelry that I would like to talk about is my Glinda necklace. So, it is this one. I have always been wearing it. If you're watching the video version of the podcast, I'm actually showing it on the camera, but if not, it's actually a silver necklace with a Glinda script. That's a very subtle script, so it doesn't look very Glinda right off the bat, but it does say Glinda. So I actually got this custom made, and it's technically a merch from Wicked for Good, but I didn't like the choices of necklace necklaces that they have, the designs, and most of them are like gold, and I am not really a gold girly, so I had it custom made and had a Glinda script necklace. So why do I have a Glinda necklace? Well, technically this one is kind of a friendship necklace that I custom made. It comes with another necklace that says Alphaba, and that one I gave to Z. But besides that, this piece is actually a reminder that there has always been a Glinda in me, because somewhere along the way, when I was trying to figure out life and when I was trying to heal, I kind of forgot that I'm a Glinda. Not in a way that, I'm like spoiled or I always get what I want or I'm like a diva or a queen bee or something. But no, I am a Glinda because I am determined of what I want. I know what I want, and I will do my best to get what I want. And I will not settle. So that kind of Glinda. I know what I want, I know what I deserve, I know what's best for me, and I should not settle for something less because I'm a Glinda. So that's somehow a reminder that whenever I wear Glinda, it kind of reminds me to not settle. It kind of reminds me of how much value I should be putting towards myself, not in a way that I'm being self-centered or selfish and self-glorifying person. No, but somewhere along the way I kind of forgot that what I actually deserve and what I actually want. And somewhere along the way, I kind of settled on things. I stopped being this ambitious and dreamy person that I was because I kind of settled. And that's not really me. And that doesn't help me at all. So now, whenever I wear Glinda, and whenever I see it in the mirror, or whenever people would call it out, not in a bad way, but just say something about it. Somehow it reminds me, okay, yeah, I I was once a Glinda. I still have a Glinda in me, but not like super OA Glinda. But you know what I try to say. The fact that I love pink, the fact that I kind of know what I deserve, the fact that I know what my goals are, and the fact that there's a lot of God-given dreams that I do have that I could not forget, and I should not settle, not unless I kind of reach those dreams. Of course, with God. Then it reminds me I am not allowed to settle for less because God loves me. And God loves the Glinda in me. And the reason why I have these dreams and goals is because it's from God. It's not like I just dream of it for myself. But, you know, there are a lot of things like pink noise, for example, is not a self dream but more of a God given dream. And whenever I see Glinda, or whenever I see the necklace that says Glinda, it kind of reminds me of that and brings back the determination, brings back the hard work, and it inspires me again to pursue something more and to believe for more. So that's the first one. And then the second one is actually my favorite batch bracelet. I'm not sure if it could be seen on camera, but for those who are listening on audio, it's just a bracelet. It feels like I'm vlogging, but yeah. That says favorite batch. And this one that's always been with me for so long, ever since I graduated favorite college year 1 with batch 4. So we call our batch favorite batch, and then the A in the favored is number 4. So, and because we do like calling our batch the favorite batch, I had it custom made into an actual bracelet as a memento to remind myself of that hard work and stretch that I did in Bible college, in Favor College, and also to kind of remind me of the journey that I went through with my batchmates in batch 4 in Favor College. Yeah, it's just a good reminder of like the season, the community that I get to be part of, my batchmates, the things that I learned, the things that I had to work on, the things that I had to heal on, and like just my journey with God in Favor College. And I'm just so glad that I could get to actually immortalize it in a way by making sure that I have a tangible item, not just my typical favored favorite cap or the favorite college cap or like the favorite college merch, but there's also something that I could get to wear every day, because that bracelet is waterproof and I can wear it when I'm in the beach, because I love going to the beach, or when I'm just taking a shower, or when I'm going to the gym, or working out, or cycling, or anything. You know, it's just with me, same as my Glinda necklace. I can just wear them anytime. And the only time I took it off was when I got hospitalized, when I got dengue. But yeah, that's it. Most of the time, I don't take it off. And same with my Glinda necklace. They're always with me wherever I go. Because, you know, Glinda is like, the Glinda necklace is kind of a reminder of who I was and who I am today, and that I did not lose myself in the process. And then the favored bracelet or favorite batch bracelet is a reminder of the journey that I went through in Bible college, in Favor College. So it's just, you know, a nice reminder to myself of what God has been doing in my life and what God has been redeeming and maintaining in my life. So that's that. And then the last one is actually my favorite, the pink noise ring. So the pink noise ring is actually a pink moissanite with little stones on the sides. And I got this when I officially told myself I'm gonna start committing to pink noise as like my main thing. Because for the longest time, even though I have pink noise, it does feel like I'm just doing it on a sideline in a way, even if it's practically everything that I do. But I was more of a client focused rather than company focused type of girl over the past few years, or like almost 2 years ago. And now that I officially embraced pink noise and I really want to build the brand and bring it where it's supposed to be, I did get myself the pink noise ring to remind myself that I'm committing to it, and I'm putting a ring on it. In a way, because I want to make sure that even in the tough times, I am not gonna choose the easier path just because that's where the money is, but also remind myself that, okay, pink noise is a God-given dream, it's a God-given vision, and I actually want to commit to it even more, even if it's hard. So whenever I see my pink noise ring and it's pink, it has a pink stone, it will always remind me to keep choosing what I have committed into. And just like any other commitment ring, it basically works like that. It reminds me of my commitment. And people would actually tease me and say, "Are you trying to marry your job or marry your company?" Actually, no. I do still am looking forward to marrying a guy someday, like the man of God someday. And my left hand is and left ring finger is still vacant. I could still accommodate an engagement ring and a future wedding ring here, but for now I do keep my pink noise ring because I know that when the right guy comes and if he's from God, he's gonna replace the pink noise for that commitment, as he will be taking over pink noise for me. I don't know, maybe, sure, someday. But yeah, that if he decides to marry me, then he also decides to take care of the business that God has given to me. Yeah, that kind of thing. Not trying to pressure my future husband, because I know if he's the one from God, he's not gonna get intimidated, he's not gonna get pressured. Let's just put it that way. And yeah, those are the 3 jewelry pieces that I always wear every day. Not so much every day on the pink noise ring because I don't wear it when I'm working out. I don't wear it when I'm doing cycling or doing gym because, why would you? I mean, some people does, but I don't. So yeah, that's the only time that you will see me not wearing it, or whenever I'm going swimming or whatever. But most of the time I do wear it because that's how committed I am to it. And I need that tangible reminder for myself that, hey, I am committing to pink noise and I really want to make this work and I really want to bring the brand where it belongs to. So I'm committing to it and I'm putting a ring on it. And I actually do want to talk about how attached I am with these jewelry pieces. I mean, I do love wearing them, yes, but they're not like hella expensive or something. If I ended up losing one of them one day, it's not like my life's gonna fall apart because they're just symbolism of the things that I like to be reminded of. But it's not like I cannot get another one. Yeah, there are custom pieces, but they are not very unique in a way. I can always ask the jeweler to make another one and then I can get it. So that thing. So it's not like the world's gonna fall apart or I would forget all the things that they reminded me of just because I lost it. So yeah, it's not like I'm attached to any of them. And they're not expensive. So I mean, of course, it's still gonna cost me money, but like my dreams and what they symbolize are more expensive than them. So I can always get another one. And I think what's interesting is all these 3 pieces represent different parts of my life. Like the Glinda necklace, it's not really like my identity, but more of a reminder of not to settle. And then the favored batch bracelet reminds me of my journey in Bible college, as well as the community and the belongingness I get to feel with my batchmates when we were doing Bible college. And then the pink noise ring is basically representing my dream, my ambition, my commitment to my brand, those things. And I like that they represent different parts of my life because it gives me a better understanding or a better reminder of whenever things are getting tough. Whenever I see any of those pieces, I get to be reminded of why I'm doing things or why I am where I am right now. They kind of represent who I was, who I am now, and who I am becoming. So it's, it still feels like a past, present, future kind of thing because they're all interconnected in a way because they're all connected to me. And I do love carrying physical reminders of those things because I tend to forget things a lot. Maybe it's my ADHD, I don't know. But yeah, I really tend to forget things a lot, especially if I'm super zoomed in into something, or if I'm hyper focusing, or if I'm just too overwhelmed. And whenever I would see those pieces, I could get to be reminded of like why I'm doing things, why I am so strong with my convictions, why am I trying to be set apart, why am I committing into the hard path and hard part of being a business owner. And sometimes you could just really get to forget why you do those things, why you do what you do, and having physical reminders that I always wear would give me that moment of like pulling me back to my reality in times when I feel like I'm gonna spiral down or I would be so overwhelmed. And honestly, I think I'm a type of person that kind of puts meaning into objects, not like I'm being very sentimental, but I'm just that type of person that there should be a physical, tangible object for me to be reminded because it's like a bookmark or a reminder of things because like what I've mentioned, I really tend to forget things a lot. And if I really want to make sure that I get to be reminded of those things, I want that there is a tangible object that I can touch or I can literally tangible just for me to be reminded of those moments. Those could even be attached to revelations or prophecies from God or just those things, the milestones that I had in my life. And I do really want to make sure that it's real, and being able to attach those memories to objects are something that I do love doing. And don't get me wrong, this is not because I'm materialistic or something. I'm a storyteller. I'm a digital storyteller. I have podcasts, I have Pink Noise, which is like the core is storytelling. And I do attach memory, meaning, and symbolism, identity reminders on tangible things because I like preserving memories and I like preserving stories. So if I could do that in an actual digital content, or if I could do it in a physical object, I would gladly do so. So I think that's really just a part of me in, preserving memories. And as for me, it looks like attaching it on a necklace, a bracelet, or a ring. And sometimes I would record a podcast like tonight, or sometimes I would just create content for it. But yeah, there should be a tangible object for me to actually be reminded of those memories because I do really love preserving memories, preserving stories. And then now I kind of want to talk about recent event that happened in my life. So my cousin got married and she's a younger cousin. I think I'm about 7 years older than her. So if I'm 28, she's like 21 and she got married. And I was really so happy for her. I saw how in love they were during the wedding and everything is just so nice. They look so good together. And I'm actually fine with that, even though I'm single and 28 and not married. But I feel like I just want to talk about the expectations that kind of set with my family, especially to my lola. Because I've been hearing a lot of comments from my cousins and my relatives that my lola just kept on saying I should get married. And that has been a recurring theme for over the past 3 years because as for them, I'm not getting any younger. And I do understand that, but it's not like I'm closing doors. It's not like I'm not entertaining guys, or it's not like I didn't attempt to go back to the dating market or the dating pool. It's just that I had no one literally right now to entertain. And that my attention is not really, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm open. I'm open to the point that if a guy would ask me out for a coffee, I would go. It's not just, a get to know coffee date type of thing. It's not like I'm gonna I'm gonna be in a relationship with him right away, but like I'm open to test the waters and just see if there's really a potential there or none. And I think I'm at the position wherein I'm kind of healed in those areas of my life that I won't get just accidentally attached with anyone that I would go out with. So I am open to entertaining coffee dates type of thing or get to know. It's just that my days are so full. I'm running a company right now and I'm maintaining a very active lifestyle while also serving in ministry and doing life with people. So if a guy would approach, I would have to check my calendar a lot of times to see if there is actually a possibility for me to entertain a coffee date. But I'm open. And just the way that my family, especially my Lola, would really just rub it onto my face that why am I single? That just doesn't help, does it? Because I'm pretty sure they are aware that I am not closing door. I'm pretty sure that they are aware that I am not settling to just being single. And I do not appreciate people telling me to get married and then there's literally no one to entertain right now. If they do want me to get married, at least give me some recommendations of like guys to hang out with, go on a coffee date with or something like that. But to tell me why am I single and I should get married at this age, that's a little insensitive, right? Because why would you do that? It's not like I chose to be single. Like super chose to be single. My life is full and they know that. And I have to be more intentional if I want to. It's not just me. The guy has to be more intentional if he kind of wants to pursue me, especially on how full my life right now. And just for this season, I just feel like not unless it's like a God moment, not unless it's really God who would place the guy in my life, it's not gonna work. Which I love, by the way, because, you know, I know in this season that God has been just protecting me because there are so many dreams that I dreamt with God, and I want to make sure that I work with God as close as possible to make sure that those dreams get to be fulfilled. And I am really in that close partnership with God, not trying to over spiritualize things, but that's how I see it. And God is just protecting me from any distraction because I cannot be distracted. I cannot afford to be distracted. And I know that God loves me so much to let me get distracted and get sidetracked with other things. If I know for a fact that, hey, I even put a ring on Pink Noise just to make sure that I really commit to this one. So I'm taking time and I'm willing to wait on that part. It's not like I'm rushing. Because if it's not the real thing, if it's not from God, then I don't want it. I don't want to rush things just because there's pressure. Because I know when the right guy comes, when the right man comes, when the man of God comes, I don't have to adjust my entire life just to accommodate him. He would just fit into the schedule. He would just fit into my life like a puzzle piece. It's not like he's a missing piece or something, but you know how a puzzle piece is definitely the only thing that would just fit without forcing anything. So yeah, that's just how it is for me right now. And I feel like I just really want to vent it out that I do not appreciate people telling me, why am I not dating? Why am I single? I just have different priorities. And it's not like I'm putting myself away from the dating market. It's just that I'm kind of reserved for the real thing. I'm kind of reserved for marriage, like date to marry. Like on a first date, and when I feel like there's potential for us, I kind of had to feel like on the second date or the following dates that, you know what, I am dating to actually marry you in the future kind of thing. That's like not like I'm gonna pressure the guy and all, but timeline had to be discussed and it has to be aligned, convictions has to be aligned, and you should be in it for the long run. You should be dating me because you gotta, like, there should be like a date number 2, 3, and 4, something like that. If you only have plans of marrying me, but if not, let's not wait. Let's not waste each other's time and just go on separate ways. But yeah, date to marry. Because, as you know, my life is so full, I don't want to waste time with people that's not in it for the long run. And you know what? Just to set things clear, I do not dislike the idea of marriage. I love marriage. I love weddings. Pink Noise basically loves weddings because I do love weddings. I just don't like being pressured onto marriage. I can't. Or being pressured to, I could have a great wedding or I could get married right away. I don't like pressure. But I can love marriage. I can love weddings. But don't pressure me. So yeah, it's not like I don't want to get married because I do. I just don't like to rush the idea of marriage when I'm actually pursuing it very intentionally. I do have a letter to my future husband, and when the day comes, I want to be able to read that letter to him, and it's not gonna be awkward because he's exactly how I prayed for him to be. And based on how much love I received from God and continuously receiving, why would I settle? Going back to being a Glinda, why would I settle? I know what I deserve. Glinda may have settled with Fiero a little, but in the end, she didn't. In the end, she knows what she deserves. And just like Glinda, I know what I deserve. And I don't want to be rushed into something that I want to pursue intentionally. That's all for tonight's episode. Thank you so much for listening, or if you're watching, thank you so much. And I hope you kind of get to understand a little more of me through this episode. And I'm looking forward to the next one. By the way, I'm starting a new series in this podcast. It's called Between Friends, where I would be bringing friends along the way. So stay tuned as I would be releasing some episodes with my great friends, and just want to bring you guys along with us as we hang out and get to record it. And I hope to see you guys on the next diary entry or on the first Between Friends episode. I'm not sure which one would go first, but yeah, thank you so much for listening, or if you're watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Good night.